The Flash is a
student forum produced
by students.
for students. Students make all content decisions.
Research.
Write, shoot,
And broadcast.
News stories they deem important
to the Eastview community.
Stay tuned
for the Flash.
What's flabba jabba yabba dabba doo dong ding dong doing, Eastview? Hi, my name is Hunter. And I'm Ian. And we're here to bring you 3 compelling stories this week.
First up is a story about Eastview's first ever head football coach, who's been here for 26 years.
And then the story of Eastview's next head football coach, which students will come to love.
And finally, a story about students who have to deal with arts and athletics.
Stay tuned for the Flash. Hey, Hunter, how's sports going for you these days?
Yeah, do I look like somebody who plays sports? I am a scrawny boy.
Fair enough. Well, basketball is actually going very well for me, personally. I'm the ball. Actually, they just crushed me up.
Well, football here at Eastview has to say a very sad goodbye to Eastview's first ever head football coach.
Ryan has the story.
Eastview is nearing the end of its 26 years since its opening. However, few things have been a constant, yet one person has been there for it all.
Coach Sherwin has done a lot for me, especially not only as a teacher but as a coach. Doing 4 years of football, I think I've been around him a lot. I can tell he's passionate about the game, and I think that rubbed off on me a little bit.
He just really inspired me to want to play and play hard against the other team. Just next play, he was saying this: don't focus on the past, focus on what you're doing right now.
Not only did he have an impact on players, but coaches too.
I've been at Eastview, this is my 22nd year teaching, but I've been coaching at Eastview for 26 years. I became a coach at Eastview through Coach Sherwin. You know, just everything he's done for this school as a leader in the school. The culture that he built within the football program, I think, is something to be very proud of. It's very validating when you start to see alums and you were working with 20 years ago, and what kind of keeps them connected to Eastview is their experience in the football programs.
What many people don't know is that Coach Sherwin has been our coach since the team was created 26 years ago.
Probably the number one thing is the newness of the program gives us.
So after years of being Eastview football's head coach, why stop now?
When I got out of college, I actually started my coaching career at Rosemont High School, just kind of a happenstance deal. And when Eastview opened, the head principal who was at Rosemont became the principal at Eastview. I was just one of those people that applied that first year and was fortunate enough to get the job. Oh my gosh, football is probably one of the biggest parts of my life other than my family, myself. I think my exposure and the people that I've met and worked with through the sport of football probably have made me the person that I am. I still want to coach, but maybe not in that head coach role. You know, I thought I would coach till I was 65, and I still may.
With one final word from Coach and help from Maddie and Damien, this has been Ryan, signing off for the Flash.
Hey, just enjoy every day, no matter what it brings you, because there's always tomorrow. And it's the people that matter, not the winning and losing. If you can do that, I think life will be good.
Wow. Even as a non-athlete, that story hit me pretty hard.
Yeah, me too, even as a scrawny little boy.
Well, that doesn't mean football here at Eastview has to end. In fact, the team is actually getting a brand new head coach. Alaire has the story.
Mr. Buckley has been at Eastview for almost 2 years. Recently, he has been named as the new head football coach, looking to make a new impact. But first, I thought we should get to know him as a person.
Well, originally I'm from Western Canada, a small place called Canmore, Alberta, located in the Rocky Mountains. I was born and raised there, and I went to school in the University of Victoria. So my current family status is that I'm married to my wife for 8 years. We've been together for 13. She's originally from Egan, and that's kind of why I came down here. We just had a daughter. She's 3 months old. She's awesome. Her name's Sloan. And we have a dog, Ziggy, as well, who's 3 years old.
After Mr. Buckley told us a little bit about himself, I really wanted to see how he was introduced into football.
Well, football was introduced to me in the 7th grade. A bantam team was introduced to my town. It really motivated me and gave me purpose and helped me find kind of who I was. And I think that that's what sports brings for a lot of people, and I found myself in football.
With Buckley being a former player, I wanted to know why he made the switch from playing to coaching and why he chose to pursuing it.
Well, when I moved back home from university, they needed a football coach. And when I made the jump to head coach was in 2014, and I was able to help lead out my program out of interconference play where we were playing really big schools to realign the divisions.
When you first interact with Mr. Buckley, you may notice his positive energy. So I asked him, why does he carry himself that way? And how does that look to impact his own players?
I think the type of personality that I have is someone who's got a lot of energy and passion, and I really hope that translates into my coaching style. My love for the game is huge, and I want the people who play the game to love it as much as I do.
Even though Buckley has been named as our new head coach, I wanted to know the overall legacy you wanted to leave on Eastview.
What I want to have as potentially a legacy of my coaching is that the people who join the team leave as better people, not necessarily just better football players. So I'm hoping that we're able to get through that with some culture building and some competition. It'd be good to have a little bit of that energy, that fire on the field as well.
Signing out from The Flash, with help from Damien, this was Alaire.
Well, Coach Buckley has pretty big shoes to fill, but I think he can do it.
I definitely couldn't with me being a scrawny, weak little boy.
Well said. Well, some students here at Eastview aren't scrawny, weak, pathetic little boys. Instead, they have to balance their interests in arts and athletics.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Katie has a story.
In high school, students are presented with tons of different opportunities for after-school activities.
I participate in the musical theater program, Bravo. I'm in drumline and marching bands, regular bands, and percussion ensemble. And sometimes I stop by a couple clubs.
I'm in Bravo, and I'm also in Muse and Chamber.
I'm involved in volleyball, and I'm also involved in Bravo.
However, along with all these opportunities, some tough decisions need to be made.
There's knitting club, there's self-care club, there's ASA, stuff like that just looks so cool to me. And I really love my other activities too. There's only so much time in the day.
I feel like there's a finite time for them to have these high school experiences. And so I would prioritize having those experiences while you're young, because some of them are fleeting and you can't do them when you're my age.
This year I had to quit jazz band because I felt like Bravo was a bigger thing for me.
I had to quit lacrosse because it got in the way of Bravo.
Unfortunately, this year I had to drop speech.
The decisions students make can influence the way people perceive them.
Being associated as like a band kid or as a theater kid is something kind of cool because it's a special group of people that I get to know.
If you're in theater, you might not be like the athletic type, but there really are a lot of kids in theater that are also athletes.
Like, these kids like act really weird, and then I join, and then I realize that it's just kids like wanting to be themselves rather than trying to be somebody else.
Signing off from The Flash with help from Lizzie, this is Katie.
Wow. Well, I certainly can't imagine having a schedule as crazy as that.
Yeah, me too. Even as a scrawny, weak, little, immature, badly dressed meatbag of a person, little boy.
Fornicoya, goddamn. Viewers, beware. Stay tuned for the credits.
Eastview. I have something very, very disturbing to share with you all. Mr. Fornicoya is dangerous.
I remember one of the first times I ever stepped foot in his classroom. He threw a beanbag directly over my head and it gave me a buzz cut.
Again, I love pranks.
He was nice.
There's something that's not right.
It's all because of Tomato Day.
Happy National Tomato Day.
As you can see, with all the evidence I have laid out, Mr. Fornicoya is a...
Knock this off. Get out from under the table and come do actual work for once.
Bing bong.
I think we should go. They got